Hey there, it's Mike from Lake Effect Games. We are playing some Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1. I'm finishing the season with the dice version just because I like to finish the season how I started it. And next season I will be using the fast action cards because those look like a lot of fun. Watched a couple people play with those, and I'm looking forward to it. So our week 13 doubleheader, starting with the 7-5 Boston Banshees taking on the 6-6 Charleston Minutemen. And for game 2, are the 9-3 Lexington Cavalrys pay a visit to the 6-6 Memphis Kings. As always, halftime of the first game, we will be going over the Week 13 scores. In between, we will be talking about the standings. And halftime of Game 2, Week 14 matchups. So let's get started. As always, pip for home, no pip for visitor. And Charleston will get the ball first. .24, that is average field position for the Minutemen. Charleston offense is semi-solid, semi-shaky, and inefficient. The Boston Banshees defense is semi-stiff, semi-punishing, passive, aggressive, and semi-disciplined. 2-3-6, and we're getting started with a long one here. Let's see, 2-3-6, prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. So that will be a punt after a 5-minute drive. And Leo DeSales and the Minutemen offense, not quite what they were hoping for. 65, that is great field position. Just want to make sure there was nothing else there. So yeah, great field position for the Banshees, who are semi-erratic, semi-porous, shaky, semi-secure, and disciplined. Whereas the Charleston Minutemen defense is semi-inept, soft, and semi-mild. 1-2-3. Poor field position, no. Great field position. Screen pass, catches defense, and a blitz. That is a touchdown pass for the Banshees. Let's see, that is Rhodes to 54. That is Troy Vinnick. And the extra point, 63 and under, is good. That's a 36. And the Banshees get on the board quickly with a 7-0 lead. .11 and a kickoff. I believe that's great as they are not electric. So, yep, great field position now for Charleston. .335. Great field position, yes. Offense brings out the field goal unit. Marking the time. And this is a field goal attempt for Wes Fuller. .65 and under, so it'd be amazing if he misses, and he will not. So that is good. And chops the Banshee lead to 4. And that's great field position now for the Banshees. It's going to be one of them games. An exciting one offensively. (114). Prolific offense, no. Erratic offense, yes. Negative yardage plays kill the drive. That's a backed up punt, but the drive began in great field position, so that's just going to be a punt. As we are basically at the tail end of the first quarter. 61. That is average field position. Just bordering on great, but that streak is over. (1, 2, 4). Season prior to one, no. Great field position, no. So that will be a punt for the Minutemen. With 1:15 left to go in the first. Score is 7-3 Banshees. 15. Regular punt. Roll 1d6 on a roll of 1 or 2. The punt is blocked. Floor rolls don't count. So 1 or 2 is blocked. And nope, it's a 5. Otherwise, average field position. All right, so 2, 3, 4. Dull offense, no. This will take us into the second quarter. Staunch defense, no. So that is a touchdown pass for the Banshees. Of course, first, let's get through the quarter end. At the end of one, it is 7-3 Banshees. But starting the second, we have a touchdown pass. That's going from Rhodes to Dustin Allen. And extra point for Isaiah Adams is good. Score is now 14-3. (41), that is average field position for the Minutemen. (1, 2, 4). Season prior, no. Great field position, no. Punt. And they'll be forced to kick it away. (23), that is poor field position if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So the Banshees backed up in their own end. (1, 2, 2). Home defense, yes. So crowd noise impacts drive, backed up punt. which may be just the break the Minutemen needed. 46. I believe that's great field position. Yes. For a backed up punt, that is great field position. Let's see if that gets them anywhere. 4, 5, 6. Prior to 87, no. Dull offense, no. So that is a touchdown run for the Minutemen. So that will definitely help them. A good punt return. Well, and a kick. Oh, wait, that's not the kick. That's the runner. 66, that's Miles Nilsson with the run. Extra point, 65 and under is good. Saved by the miss roll there. And the score is 14-10. Now for the punt or kickoff. 44, average field position for the Banshees. 5 minutes left in the half. Leading by 4. 1-5-5. Secure offense. Semi, no. Clumsy offense or active defense. No and no. So that will be a punt. And lucky for them. And a 25, that is poor field position with only a minute and change to go. Oh, we've got an unusual result. When it comes to unusual results, I don't tend to care about the clock because, well, it's unusual. Table A, 33. Fake punt leads to key first down, followed by a field goal attempt. So Fuller is going to go for his second. And try to pull the game within 1 at the half. 53, and it's good. So going into the half, the score is 14-13. Okay. I just need a minute here. Where is the... Hold on, I'm having a little bit of an issue. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay, so week 13. Halifax, the Ice Dogs upset the Cleveland Coyotes 20-17. The Buffalo Outlaws over the Baltimore Marauders 17-13. The DC Majors beat the Jersey City Wise Guys 31-14. The St. Louis Archers fall to the Oklahoma Warhogs 17-14. The San Antonio Marshals handle the Nashville Jacks 21-7. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs over the Birmingham Red Tails 15-10. The Anchorage Bears hold on just long enough to lose in overtime to the Los Angeles Icons 35-31. And the Dakota Devils, also in overtime, over the Roswell Destroyers 37-35. The Salt Lake Mustangs over the Las Vegas Blackjacks 33-30. And finally, the Phoenix Howlers over the San Diego Silverbacks 35-30. So, we will go over standings in between games. Okay, so welcome to the second half. And the Banshees will get the ball first. They are leading 14-13. And that is average field position for the Banshees. Two, 4, 5. Dynamic offense, no. Or soft defense, yes, soft defense. Offense moves into great field position, re-roll. So the next roll will only be, the red die will only be 1 no matter what, and for timing. All right, 2, 3, 4. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. So that is a pass touchdown for the Banshees. That is from Rhodes to Allen again. Nolan Rhodes and Dustin Allen having themselves a day. Extra point. 63 and under, and just gets it. That boinked its way in. And the score is now 21-13. Average field position for the Minutemen for their first possession of the half. 1, 2, 4. Season prior 2014? No. Great field position? No, so that is a punt. .36, I believe that is average for a regular punt. Yep. So, 3-4-4. Mild or undisciplined defense? Yes, mild. Defense mistakes help the offense this drive. So that will be Isaiah Adams' first field goal attempt. I marked Fuller's wrong earlier. That was 2 for 2, not 1 for 1. And 55 and under, so not as great a chance as Wes Fuller, but he gets it. So that is 24-13. So extending the Banshee lead. And average field position. Three, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense? Yes, they are home. Dynamic attack by offense pushes team into scoring range. So that is a third field goal attempt for Fuller. He's currently 2 for 2. And it's good. But they really need to start working on getting into the end zone. Because field goals are not going to help with this deficit. Average field position for the Banshees. And another unusual event. Once again, it's all 5s. Not like it's a different triple. So the odds of that are actually funny in and of itself. Table B this time. 13. Under pressure, QB heaves a desperation pass, and it's caught. Touchdown, Boston. So they are running away with this one. And that'll end the third quarter. That is Rhodes' 4th touchdown pass of this game, and 3rd to Dustin Allen. Extra point is good. Score is now 31-16. Boston having scored 17 in this quarter to Charleston's 3. Boston not trying to get too far behind the likes of DC and Buffalo. 14 for a kickoff. Roll a D6. On a 6, they are in the open. No. So that is average field position for the Minutemen. I mean, circumstances could happen. They're not out of the game yet. Especially with timing rolls like that. 1-4-5. Great field position? No. Inept defense? No. So, going to have to settle for another field goal. But in his defense, Fuller's been making them. So, He's going for number 4 now. And it's good. As he is now 4 for 4 on the day. Score is now 31-19. 64, that's average for a kickoff. And the Boston Banshees basically just need to play defense now and get high timing rolls. 155. Secure offense. Yes. So they will punt as defenders rip at the ball during the tackle, but the runner holds on. .62 though, that is great field position, if I'm not mistaken, for a regular punt. And it is. Exciting return, great field position. Is it 10 minutes left in regulation? That's not good for them, but let's see. 3-4-6, great field position. Yes. The receiver dives over the pylon for the touchdown. So touchdown pass, Minutemen. So that is from DeSales to Nilsson. Let's see, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It'll make no difference between getting 1 point or 2. So going for it, and going for the field goal, and it's extra point, and it's good. So now 31, let's see, 26. Only difference is yeah. Well, great field position for the Banshees, as they are not electric. So that 11 will put them in great field position. 1-2-6. So, yeah, this may be the end. Reliable offense or meek defense? No. Shaky offense? Yes, that's an interception. But they are really going to need that touchdown. First, let's see who got the interception. 55, that is Arthur Freilich. All right, who's ready for the roll? Oh, nope. Ah, and that's the end of it. The final score, the Boston Banshees 31 and the Charleston Minutemen 26. And that is the end of our first game. But you got to give it to the Minutemen for that last quarter and a half. So let me just set up, and then we will go over the standings. Okay. All right. In the East, the DC Majors have clinched playoff berth and are 12-1. The Buffalo Outlaws are 11-2. The Boston Banshees are now 8-5. The Jersey City Wise Guys are 6-7, but 6-5 versus Eastern Division opponents. The Charleston Minutemen fall to 6-7 and are 5-6 against division opponents. The Cleveland Coyotes are 5-8. The Baltimore Marauders 4-9. And the Halifax Ice Dogs pull their second win of the season, are now 2-11. In the Central, Lexington Cavalry is 9-3. Will they win their 10th game tonight? We'll find out. The Oklahoma Warhogs are 8-5. Nashville Jacks 7-6. Memphis Kings are 6-6. If they win 7-6, they will be in front of the Nashville Jacks. If they lose, they'll still be ahead of the currently 6-7 St. Louis Archers. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs are 5-8. The San Antonio Marshals are 4-9, and the Birmingham Red Tails are also 4-9 with one less division win. In the West, the Los Angeles Icons are 10-3. The Phoenix Howlers are 8-5. The Dakota Devils are 7-6 after their win over the Roswell Destroyers, tie record, but that win puts Dakota ahead in terms of division record, as they're 7-4 and Roswell is 6-5. The Salt Lake Mustangs are 6-7. The San Diego Silverbacks and Anchorage Bears are both 5-8 with 4-7 division records, but San Diego has that win over Anchorage. And finally, the Las Vegas Blackjacks are at 4-9. Let's see. I believe Buffalo has also clinched the playoffs, but I'll have to look. Don't know yet. So, let me just mark this. Boston over Charleston. Let's see, it was 31-26. Okay. So welcome to Game 2. It is the 9-3 Lexington Cavalry, who I believe I haven't shown enough of this year as far as broadcasts. They've kind of snuck their way up. But remember, they weren't always leading the division. They were kind of behind Nashville and then Oklahoma, and are finally ahead. So they face the Memphis Kings, who are 6-6. So let's flip. And Memphis will get the ball first. That is no electric for kick return. So great field position for Memphis to start. The Kings offense is semi-erratic, semi-porous, semi-inefficient, semi-clumsy, and semi-disciplined. So, you know. The Cavalry defense is semi-inept, and they have managed to go 9-3. That is how they snuck up. Semi-inept. And they're also semi-aggressive. I mean, looking at this card, 11 of 54 in field goal. They have the... I thought they were going to be decent. I thought they would be a tie record. I thought they would be about 6-6 right now. But hey, that's why we play. That's why we play the game. 3-4-4. Well, also because we enjoy it. Mild or undisciplined defense? No. Defense comes through with a big stop when it was needed, so that is a coffin corner punt. .53, coffin corner. Oh, wrong way. Average. Average field position for the Cavalry to start out, and their offense is semi-secure. And the Memphis defense is semi-passive and disciplined. 166. Dull offense? No. So receiver leaps, beating the defender to the ball. Touchdown pass. So that is Tobias Dornan, the quarterback for the Cavalry. And receiving that was Ronnie Matthews. Extra point. 63 and under. And it's good. So 7-0 Cavalry to start. And Joel McCarthy with the kickoff. And average field position. .245. Dynamic offense or soft defense? No and no. Porous offense? Semi and yes. Receiver was open, but quarterback sack spoils a third down play. So that is a punt. And here we go. 62, that is great field position for the Cavalry. .116, so another 5-minute drive, but this time starting from great field position, so they really made use of that field. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. So that is a coffin corner punt. So all that to basically go nowhere with it. .56 is average field position for the Kings. As we start the second quarter, and the score after 1 is the Lexington Cavalry Lexington Cavalry 7, the Memphis Kings nothing. $2.45 again. So not dynamic and not soft. Porous. No, not this time. So a coffin corner punt. That was Julian Barber to kick it away. 23, that has got to be poor. Yeah, anything under a 44, well, 15 to 44 is a poor field position spot. $113. Poor field position, yes. Big third down stop near midfield forces the punt. So, after the touchdown, they don't seem to be doing much since. Oh, that is electric. We've got a possible punt touchdown return. Let's see. 3. He follows his blockers across midfield, but is tackled from behind. Great starting field position. So, not exactly what the Kings are hoping for, but they got close. $145. Great field position, yes. Tight end catches the ball in stride over the middle. Touchdown. So we got a touchdown pass for the Kings. That is Jamison Krasner with the throw. And since it specifically said tight end, we're going to give this to Jacob Glenn. Extra point is good. So we have a tie game here in the second quarter. $65, that is average field position for when it's kickoff. $236. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. So a punt. So not having the best of days so far. And that is great field position. That's 65. Oh. All right. 245 again. Are they porous this time? No. That's the third time that this one has come up. So that is a coffin corner punt. $64. And that is great field position even on a coffin corner. But let's see. That is the end of the half. as there were only 2 ticks left. And the score is 7-7. All right, so going over the Week 14 matchups, the Lexington Cavalry will face the Roswell Destroyers. This is one of the few interdivisional matchups, or matchup weeks. Birmingham Red Tails visit the Los Angeles Icons. The Las Vegas Blackjacks and the Nashville Jacks. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs and the Anchorage Bears. The Memphis Kings and the Jersey City Wise Guys. The St. Louis Archers and Buffalo Outlaws. Oklahoma Warhogs and the Baltimore Marauders. San Antonio Marshals and the DC Majors. Cleveland Coyotes and the Salt Lake Mustangs. The Halifax Ice Dogs and the San Diego Silverbacks. The Boston Banshees and the Phoenix Howlers. And the Charleston Minutemen and the Dakota Devils. And that is Week 14. Let me see right now what might work as matchups. Let's go with San Antonio and DC. And let's see. Let's go with, seen a lot of Los Angeles lately. New Orleans and Anchorage. No, I think we saw Anchorage recently. How is it there's nobody like winning record versus winning record? Like at all. All right. The other one, Birmingham Red Tails and the Los Angeles Icons. We've been seeing a lot of the Icons lately, but it is what it is. All right, third quarter. And that is average field position for the Lexington Cavalry. Currently tied at 7. 2-4-5. Getting that one a lot today. Dynamic offense or soft defense, not them either. Porous offense, no, so a coffin corner punt. All right, so we've got a possible... No. That is... Decision to play the field position game works out. Pinning the opponent deep. Poor field position for Memphis. I thought this was going to be that punt block one here. It wasn't. 4-6-6. Staunch defense. No. Impressive drive ends with great passing catch. Touchdown, Kings. 2 off the clock. And Krasner. And Glenn again. They put the Kings on the board. Now they've put them in the lead. And the extra point is good. So now they lead 14-7. Average field position for Lexington. One, 3, 4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. So they're going to go for the field goal. And that is Joel McCarthy. So it is a 54 and under, and it's good. So the score is now 14-10. Kings still in the lead, but the Cavalry with a push. Average field position for Memphis. Lexington will, I think, they will still be in the lead of the division if they lose, but obviously it'll be by one less game. 116. Prolific, no. Inept defense, semi, no. So a coffin corner punt. Taking a 5-minute drive. And 35, I believe, is... Oh, it's a coffin corner, so yeah, that's poor. Just bad luck for the most part for the Cavalry today. 3, 4, 6, so that's going to take us into the fourth. Great field position, no. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? Disciplined defense. So offense can't convert on critical third down plays, so they're going to have to punt it away. The Kings have had their number today. At the end of 3, the Memphis Kings lead the Lexington Cavalry 14-10. It's not over yet for the Kings, or for the Cavalry, but punt 12. Is punt return team electric? Yes. So 1, 2, or 1 is an average, 2 or 3 is great, 4, 5, or 6 is a touchdown, and that is a punt return to the house. And that is Herman Green. And the extra point is good. And the score is now 21-10. That took absolute nothing off the clock. And that is average field position for Lexington. So, you know, kicking it to him was not a very good idea. 1, 4, 4. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, no. So a field goal. And that's McCarthy. looking for his second. But may not have been the best idea. We'll see. It's good, at least, if nothing else. And that's 2 for 2. Score is now 21-13. We are now halfway through the fourth quarter. Average field position for the Kings. Still thinking about that interception that could have, low probability because you needed a 6 and then a high number to get the touchdown. But they were stopped in the nick of time. 1-1-5. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, no. So a field goal attempt. For Gil Pleasant. And if he makes it, this should pretty much seal it for the Cavalry and get that upset. He missed it. Double sixes. 54 and under. He got double sixes. No good. I believe that's the first missed field goal today in the entire doubleheader. And that is average field position. And just all around great luck for Lexington. Let's see if they can capitalize. Let's see. 4, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Sorry, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are you getting that 2 from? 4, 5, 6. Season prior to 1987, no. Dull offense, no. And that's a touchdown run. Touchdown run for Simon Brenner. And they're going to go for 2. Because they need it. Also, I'm missing some clock here. I think I might have overshot how much clock I used on the counter, so time-wise, this might actually amount to nothing. Oh, there's a 2-point conversions. 3, inept defense, no, so it's no good. So let's see. 21-19. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it fits now. All right, average field position for the Kings. I think I might have put an accidental 2 on when I did the punt return. 1-3-5. That is a fumble. think that's a fumble, not an interception. An interception is 2-3-5. Yeah, that's a fumble. All right, so I got a couple rolls here. First roll is who forced it. 55, that is Frankie Mathis. Oh, wrong side. 55 is Lee. Now, these two being who recovered, and this one being where. Okay, so 14, that is Carl Jackson. And that 5 is great field position. Yep. So great field position for Lexington. And they've got 3 marks. They can go for the field goal. And they're going to have to because that'll take them over the clock. So, roll D6 to determine if they're in field goal range. Odd result. So basically, it's a decider. So Pip, they are in range. They're not. So they're going to have desperation play. So if the sum of the dice is 8. No, it's definitely not. So the desperation failed. And that's game. That's an upset for the Kings. And what a game this was. Let's see. And wow, final score. The now 7-6 Memphis Kings 21. The 9-4 Lexington Cavalry 19. So we will see you. For week 14, whenever that is. Until then, enjoy gaming. This has been Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1. I don't know if you can find this version anymore. But definitely get the Faxed Action Cards version a try. You can find it on thegamecrafter.com. I think that's it. Well, thank you from Lake Effect Games, and good night.